Welcome back to Crypto's Juiciest News. How are you doing on this fine, juicy day, friends? Bitcoin's around 93 to 94,000 dollars, sitting around here. Something I noticed before the past 7 days when we were here, many influencers on YouTube, they're calling for a continuation pump. And now they're like, no, now we're going to dump. I thought, well, bro, this is up and down and up and down. I get it. Yeah, they always go short term and short term, but I get lost in all the mumble jumble stuff, man. I'm still going to stick to my guns. Look, I know, friends, it sucks. It's frustrating. Every day, man, you're like, bro, can we just please get some dopamine? I know. Altcoins go down 3 years. Don't ever forget that. I know you're not going to forget that for the next cycle, and I'm not either. They literally scams for 3 years. You have no benefit in buying an altcoin. So in 3 years, right, there's 36 months, yeah? You have literally, in 99% of altcoins, no benefit in buying 99% of them in the first 30 months of that 3 years. So basically, if you were to play a 4-year cycle, you should have held Bitcoin the whole way, and you only start deploying into altcoins in June this year. And then maybe you start every month your DCA in. So you rotate altcoins in a Bitcoin into the altcoin. And that's it. But you can't fault everybody. Like everyone's been trying to make the next Bitcoin and trying to do it really, really well. But that's just how it is, man. That's just how, look, what if is everyone going to do that next time? I don't know. That's like, it's always going to be a moving target. Well, I hope you've learned that lesson for life. Well, also, man, there's a lot of things to learn in this game, man. For example, if you watch my recent video here, he sold this crypto and then he started FUDDing. So there's a dude out here. He sold like the top of Ethereum. Okay, he bought ETH last bear market. You know, I don't know, anywhere from like 100 to 300. But he literally went all in on ETH. Probably put like 20, 30, 40, 50 grand. I don't know what it was. He turned it into 4 million. He sold around $4,000 with his $4 million. You know. Paid some taxes. Now he's got like probably 3.3 million. Then he bought like 2 houses. He's got a mansion and like another mansion. This is like 2021, right? $1.5 million each. And he's got like 3 to 500k cash. But now he got trapped because when Ethereum was $1,000, this guy just, by the way, I'm not just talking about him just because of like a scenario. You really should watch this video. Like the guy, he's very arrogant. Calls everyone stupid, called everybody greedy. He said it was obvious at the top. And because you gotta imagine, just during these moments of time, man, I'm getting my nuts kicked down here. And I'm like, man, I know, just God doesn't let these scum win. This guy's a loser. This guy will screw it up somewhere down the line. And he needed, to get back his original Ethereum position, he needed like a $400 ETH or something, $400 or $500. So when ETH was like 1,600, he's still not getting in. Because he thinks he's a sucker. Because he's like, I'm not getting in. That's expensive. I was buying at $300. He wants his cake and he wants to eat it too. His cake was he got his mansions, but now he wants Ethereum to go back to his original price so he can use less money and then go back and get in his ETH position. He didn't. Instead of when Ethereum was like $1,600, instead of dropping to 400, it's up to 3,300 now. So I've never caught up with the person. I don't know what they're doing right now. But I can tell you right now, they've lost their quantity forever. Yeah. I don't know, you're on the sidelines. If you're a person, you have low income status, you're like, but they have 2 mansions. Dude. Friends, real estate is not what you think. Real estate is the first thing that the government will tax to get their money back from their debt. The first thing, you can't move it. You can't transport it anywhere. You can't hide it. Yes, you can't go anywhere. It's theirs. It's on their land. You can't even argue about whose property it is. It's the easiest thing for them to grab. Now, this might not be apparent to you right now, but as we get further and further along the Great Reset, they're going to come for the real estate, man. Like, all these taxes start appearing. They change them. I don't know if you guys know, friends. In Australia, we have like a land tax. But so what happened was, when houses slowed down, Yeah, when we had like this period of houses just slowing, not dropping, barely, like they dropped 3 or 5% here. The government, what they did is they put this like land tax, a property tax law, where you take basically the last year's price. That is so that you get a land valuation, you have to get it, and then they tax you on the percentage of last year. Now, because houses were dropping every year, it was optimal for them to use last year as the land tax. Okay, but then we started going up. Do you want to know what the scum government did? They changed the law again. They go, no. When you're taxed, okay, we want to take the average of the past 3 years. So basically, as your house prices are going up, okay, because everybody was like up in arms, they're like, no, we'll just take the average of it. So you understand, they're always looking for a way to maximize the amount of money. And this is obviously when we had low debt. What's going to be like in the future? That's why, fans, as more and more people discover this, crypto is it's gonna keep booming over the years. So don't worry, that guy looks like he wins now. Yeah, I've got a mansion to sit around. Yeah, but bro, you don't get your whatever, like 1,000 ETH or whatever. They never get that back because houses are growing at 10%. So no, it looks like he wins now. Kind of looks like he's actually losing already. But man, just compound that out for the next 8 years. Your house is only going to grow 7 to 8% per year. But crypto, man, is still growing at 50% per year. Do you want me to show you the deviation, right? If you do like 1.08 to the power of, let's say, 10, he's made a 2x with his mansions. Yeah, 2x in 10 years. But if you just do 40% to the power of 10, oh my gosh, this is going to kill him. 40% growth in Ethereum to the power of 10. 29 times. Suck it. Oh man, there you go. You made 29 times your money. The other guys made a 2x. But it's 10 years. People who understand this is compound interest pretty much. Even Einstein said this, friends. After Einstein invented orange juice out of the ice cube, he said, people, like, if you don't understand compound interest, bro, you're going to pay it. It really is true. I just showed you right now. Now, what's going on in the news today? So, Bitcoin, orange emoji. Ethereum is still dog shit. Warren Buffett made an interesting quote. Remember, fans, the great Warren Buffett, the Oracle of Omaha. He knows about incentives, He says, look, I can solve the United States deficit in 5 minutes. You want to know what he said? He goes, all you got to do, pass a law that says every time we exceed 3% GDP deficit, all sitting members of Congress are ineligible for re-election. Done. Done. Literally done. Straight away. Do you think they'll do it? No. They won't do it. But that's actually pretty cool, isn't it? Goes, okay, if our debt goes up, all of you can't get in power next time. We have to get someone else. But they'll never do that, friends. Of course they'll never do that. Of course they never do that because it's not just money and power and everything else. So it's because they're robbing the people, friends. That's why. They're robbing the people. Because when you get this deficit, like whose deficit? What does that mean? Okay, it's ours. We the people. American citizens. That's a law. You know what that law would be saying? The law would be saying every time politicians, you start robbing the people of the population, you're not eligible for election. It's funny, we don't even have that. But yeah, that's pretty much it, friends. And so they're just going to keep running this, kicking this can down the road. President Trump said that the Estrogen Union, EU, will face tariffs all the way if they don't buy US oil and gas at a large scale. So remember, we know the Estrogen Union because they did the fake clown nose, red notice, Interpol and Richard Hart. They've done a lot of disgusting bug eater stuff as well. Also, I've noticed this as well. Many YouTubers who were bullish 7 days ago, they are now calling for a crash. Man, just change your mind every 5 seconds. I know, man. That's it. See, here's the thing, friends. When dopamine goes up, people react a certain way. When dopamine goes down, people react a certain way. Sometimes when dopamine goes down, you and I, we just sit there coping. We're like, we'll just wait longer. Okay, that's actually in long-term investor winning here. Other people sell. They just click sell. Other people, they're making videos, now they predict for crashes. The dopamine's gone, now everything goes down. You see that? But you want to align yourself to long-term mindset, guys. That's what it is. Okay, that's why, friends, we have so much fun here. We're having fun, different hats, lollipops, we got Spoonie, we got candles, we're smoking seeds all day. You know, what else are you going to do, man? You have to entertain yourself during these times. What do you think people, when you're winning, friends, it's not just like, hey, I'm winning every single day. You're not, man. You're just you're refreshing your portfolio. That's it. Okay, it's outside of your control. You have to. You always got to understand it. This just not this 4-year cycle, but long-term gains happen in a very long-term fashion. Now, the others BTC ratio is still sitting around here. We are very far behind. Very, very unfortunate. And I've just added these 2 fractals here just so we can see. Right now, I've just edited, but I want to show you something, friends. If you actually go back to the 2017 cycle, let's say we're going to get the Donald Trump repeat cycle. This is interesting, right? You have wave 1 and then alt season wave 2. But here's the thing. We actually have a higher peak here in April. Why? Well, it's interesting. It might be because there was just so much FOMO that Bitcoin's price, I think by that April point, it was back down from 20. It was down to like $7,000. So Bitcoin's now low, but you had a lot of like late stage altcoins launch on exchanges and just start rocketing at the very, very end. But they had to be new coins. Okay, so pretty much you can't rely on this chart forever because the coins that went here would have been very new, very, very new coins. Most of the coins, obviously, ETH, BTC peaks here. Maybe have one last hurrah. You know, XRP and everything else did their US dollar peak out here. So, but technically, though, it goes to late stage of the cycle. I mean, but look at this 2021 cycle. Look at this. Like, you were still high from April 2022. Okay, so January 2022, you peaked. But you like, that makes no sense. I mean, in January 2022, I'll show you right now, many altcoins were like absolutely obliterated by January 2022. And I can show you that now. Let's look at Doge, for example. Look at January 2022. I mean, Doge was already down. Yeah, Doge was down 80%. Even if you look at like Link, I mean, like there's heaps of ones you could look at. Like, where were you in January 2022? There you go. Like, you're down 70% down as well. Let's look at Phantom. Maybe Phantom did okay. Where were you in January 2022? Ah, there you go. Phantom was like near the top. Phantom was okay. January 2022. There you go. So, but not all of them were. So just showing you like it doesn't mean you just hold and rely on like one single coin. I think it's more of a generic thing. That's why I tell you. In crypto, it's best. That's what I believe. You don't look at each individual coin. You just look at you're in crypto, you're out of crypto. That's it. So all your coins are basically one. And then you have your stable coins, okay, which are full of soy right now. But eventually, you're going to need stable coins, yeah? You have your different percentage portfolio. So you don't look at, oh, I want this Phantom or I want this Litecoin. I want, people who look, if you look at it like that, it's playing with fire. Because it's just like, it's totally random. The best thing to do is you go, okay, so you look at your percentage portfolio, Bitcoin, Ethereum, everything is pretty much one number. It's a percentage. And then how much stable coins do you have? You know, maybe one that right now you have 0% or 5% or 10% stable coins. Yeah, but eventually, as we traverse the bull market, if we get another 4-year cycle repeat, maybe by the end of the next year, you have like 50% stable coins and you're holding all the others. Or maybe even 70%, 80%. I know what everyone says. Everyone says, I want to have 100% stable coins. Yeah, but everyone also says, I want to buy the bottom and sell the top. You see? So yeah, it's not easier said than done. Now, friends, I'm going to play for you some nice Cranky G music. Alright, I've got this post here. Remember, always look for a cheap price. And always try to look for clues that a price is cheap. Ratios, macro charts, big discounts, capitulations. Cheap prices will cure all your problems. Though, you still got to wait. You got to wait a long time. cheap doesn't just mean like, oh yeah, something drops 80%. If you bought it and it dropped 40% and drops another 50%, you are still cheap on the long term, but you still got to sit through that pain, right? And there is no altcoin that can pretty much save you if you just buy too high. That's it. Even though if you buy like sound stocks, it's okay. You know, that's what they generally say because, you know, eventually it turns itself around. But don't even get in that mindset because, I mean, friends, even though in crypto, the best coin, if you buy high, you're wrecked, bro. You're literally wrecked if you buy high. Now, you probably want to know, hey, what is a clue? Is it an RSI? What's a clue to tell me that things are cheap? You're looking at it right now, man. Look at others BTC. This is the others dominance. But remember, others dominance and others BTC, same thing, friends. I just look at it right here. Look at this. Altcoins are only 18% of the size of Bitcoin, okay? In 2021, they peaked at 50%. So there is a big way to go before we could even say that we're expensive. By the way, will you even sell here? What if it goes higher? That'd be big. That'll be about 60%. I'm hoping we get there, man. That'd be great. You get an idea of these things. Also, Bitcoin dominance is another ratio. Bitcoin dominance is a ratio, right? That's saying, hey, altcoins are very, very cheap. Bitcoin has been expensive for a very, very long time. All right, but of course, people don't think like that. People love momentum confirming themselves forever. They don't like getting off the boat. So that's why you're not going to find other people to tell you something's cheap. Like, for example, go ask Michael Saylor, hey, are altcoins cheap? He's like, no. No, they're not. Of course they're not. Bitcoin dominance should be 99%. You see what I mean? So everyone's got their own bias and perspective. But if you look at these ratios, I mean, it's very, very obvious from the charts I just showed you. Remember, sometimes you just have to go all in. Generational wealth starts with one risk taker. I know what you're all feeling, friends. I'm seeing a lot of comments here, especially from PulseChain community. They just, I know you're upset, man, because you're seeing all these red. I know, we're having back a little page. That's it, bro. But like, after everything we've seen, friends, yeah, man, everything going down here. I know what you want. I know what you want. You want this. We. I know you want that. I know you want that. We don't do that. We go down. Boop. That's altcoins, man. But here's the thing, man. We didn't know it was going to repeat the 4-year cycle with the 4-year cycle price action this way. We did not know that, man. You didn't know that. You had no freaking idea. It was the 4th cycle, man. In fact, if I had to flip a coin, and I did in 2022, I'm like, guys, it's the 4th cycle, man. Like, nothing repeats 4 times. I would bet against it. No, it repeated the exact same time. Why? We're addicted to the money printer. You're addicted to the money printer. It's like saying, hey, you've been drunk a lot of times. Okay, what's going to happen to this group of people if I just start putting out shots of tequila out there and I just keep putting out shots for free? What's going to happen? Are you going to behave differently when you're drunk? No, they're going to drink and do it anyway. That's exactly what it's like, man. Don't forget, this is a very family-friendly channel. Friendship advisory, bag pumping content. So, friends, MEXC, I'm just sitting here next to you. Look, I've got some terrible news for MEXC, man. Like, I'm calling them out again. MEXC, firstly, they steal $120,000 from the PulseChain community that raised for it. Okay? Actually, they stole more because that could have been an ETH. They stole like $150,000 if you ask me, or $200,000. Now, they still list Soy Bankman-Fried's FTX token. They still list it. It's still there, man. What the, bro? The guy literally, like, SBF, friends, you're talking about Richard Hart, bro. This guy literally is in jail. Not maybe going to jail, not as in, oh, we're thinking about, no. He actually got sentenced to jail for 25 years. Maybe he gets out soon. Well, it doesn't matter. MEXC, oh, they're not taking risks on that. He got sentenced to jail. He ran Guinness Book of World Records, the largest Ponzi known to mankind. Bigger than Bernie Madoff. And the exchange was the poster boy for crypto collapsing, FTX. MEXC still listed. MEXC still listed. Why? Obviously, friends, why? They probably still have market makers who are arbitraging between all of them. There's some dodgy stuff going on out here. Like, you never know, friends. There might be a plan to make the coin go back. To get SBF out of jail. You know, maybe by the end of this cycle, FTX comes back. and then it makes the exchange solvent, and then SBF gets like a lighter sentence. And remember Soylana came back. So there could be some of these things going on. You never know. And also, MEXC, why do you believe the fat Euro cuck clown Interpol FUD about Richard Hart? Absolutely double standard. But do you want to know why, man? Look, deep down, I know why. Okay. They know Richard's rich, but he's not paying them. They know the guy has over 40,000 BTC. They know he's multi-billionaire. They know, man. And you know how we know this? Do you remember Alex Saunders from Nuggets News? Do you remember, friends? Alex Saunders from Nuggets News. Well, Alex, okay, he interviewed Richard Hart. And what ended up happening was before, this is the interview. Just so everyone remembers, right? Before the interview, so at this time, and just to share with you something personal. So Alex Saunders, at the time, he was addicted to painkillers. Okay, so I think it was on oxys. I don't know what he was munching. He was munching painkillers, yeah. And he had an extreme gambling addiction, and he was just munching oxys all day. All right, he owed a lot of people in the industry money. I think BitBoy, man, you got to give praise to BitBoy. He took like 100 grand out of BitBoy or something, and then BitBoy never asked for it back. Because BitBoy used to be BitBoy when he was younger. He was addicted to drugs as well, and he knew the pain the guy was going through. And he's like, "Look, man, I don't want your money back. I just want you to be safe." He was the only guy who actually said it like that. Everyone else wanted their money back. Do you know how much money Alex Saunders had sold? By the way, I like Nuggets News. I watch his show. Okay, he's clean now. I think he's clean. But I think he racked up like a $12 million debt. You're probably wondering, sorry, what did he do the $12 million spending on? Gambling on leverage exchanges. Bybit. Pretty much it. He was just taking the money, sending it to Bybit. So he interviewed Richard Hart. Now, Alex Saunders, I forgot how it happened, friends, but he made up, I think, a lie about Richard. And Richard said, look, he made a post. Richard said, look, man, I don't believe in this sharing DMs part, but I have to share this. Now, this is the thing, friends. When we talk about pDAI, you know when we talk about pDAI and everybody is here begging for a pegging? Okay, you see with pDAI, this is the thing, man. Richard, immediately after the interview, he posted the DM with, I think, him and Richard, with him and Alex Saunders. And Alex Saunders, basically, he is demanding Richard money. He's like, give me some of that Hex money for an interview. Richard's like, I don't do that, man, right? So it just showing it. But on the interview, he was not talking like that. On the interview, it was like neutral and everything else out here. But then behind closed doors, it was like, give me money, give me money, give me money. Give me money and I'll show your coin. See, they were saying that. And then he basically got revealed. All right? So that's why, like, if you are... Look, that's why everyone on PulseChain, man, if Richard isn't behind pDAI operating something, okay, like, man, he didn't hesitate 5 seconds into this interview after. He's like, look, man, I got offered this guy's trying to extort us. And also, friends, I just have to pause this video momentarily, man. I've got some cracker pros to show you guys. So look at this, man. Like, so Alex Saunders with his DM. I'll see if I can find it. Actually, I've just found the friend from Richard Hart. Look at this, July 19, 2021. Look at this. He goes, I've never shared a conversation publicly before, but I have to hear. Alex Saunders begged me for a 50 Bitcoin loan and then tried to sell me a pre-allocation in a token. Then tried to sell me on just giving him money to talk. I feel this may be representing most paid groups. You see this back on, well done, I am in need of a whale. My wife would like you. My diet has become too vitalic. That's awesome. This conversation out here. And then look at this, going around here. I know we've had a bit of banter, but this is serious, so I'm trusting you. Yeah, I've got a few million in RFox, the gaming coin. Blah, 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 blah. It's vested until September. If you were a baller, I was happy to pay a decent interest rate for 20 Bitcoin for a few weeks. This guy's asked for 20 to 50 BTC loans. Just went and gambled it. Do you remember this? So, man, this is the type of stuff that just goes on in the background everywhere, friends. Like, there's all these conversations. You can read them right here if you want. I mean, like, literally, they want money. They're like, oh, yeah, give me some of that money. All of them. That's what they actually like behind closed doors. These people, friends, they have like a professional voice. They don't talk like that in real life, friends. Everyone who meets me in real life, like, oh, you sound you're literally exactly the same guy. Yeah. These people aren't. I've spoken with people. They're like, yeah. And then when it comes to like the camera voice, and now, like, it's almost weird how they do it. Also, I want to show you as well. This is why you shouldn't trust news sites. Look at this. This is CoinDesk writing this FUD about Richard Hart and the SEC and all these other things. So you might think, oh, but the SEC went after Richard Hart. Yeah. Do you want to know who they didn't write articles about? Cosmos, Binance, Coty, Chili's, NI, Soylana, Cardano, Matic, Filecoin. They were all securities too. Why didn't you go after them? Yeah, they were all listed securities. They only went after Richard Hart. Why? He doesn't bribe them. He doesn't bribe them. That's it. And they also love to hate as well. It's probably that factor too. You see that? And by the way, you might say, but tell me, they must be clean, right? Oh, look what they literally did. A paid shield for SAVM, Satoshi EVM. Do you remember that guy? That guy, what's his name? Mackin BTC ended up blocking me. Cuckin BTC. Remember, friends, it was a fake Bitcoin EVM thing. Straight rug, straight dump. That's the one that Miles got caught up with. You know Miles, friends? Everyone's favorite son, Miles. Yeah, he got caught up with that. Shielded it, dumped it. They all made like 100 grand, 30K, 50K, dumped. See you later. Disgusting. Look at this paid shield scum. Shout out to Julia as well. Julia saying, wait, you guys are doing paid articles now, huh? I guess they were always paid. They were like, hey, if you don't do a nice thing to us, like give us a donation, we're going to do an article against you. Also having some fun. What literally just happened moments ago is Uniswap did this post. Swappers swap. Oh, man. Oh, friends, I'm going to get blocked by them. I have been ratioing them so many times. You know, I've ratioed them like 4 times now. Destroyed. Absolutely destroyed. Look what I replied. They said swappers swap. I said delisters delist. Because they've obviously delisted Hex. Look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. This is gold, man. Look at this. Unsupported asset, unsupported asset. By the way, Matcha and Uniswap, you're both cucks. Both of you. You deserve every single crime that comes your way and punishment from the CFTC, pieces of trash. Unsupported asset, unsupported asset. Now we're going to have some fun here. Oh, man, that's got, look at the other securities they allow you to trade, by the way, by the SEC. NIR, Flow, ICP, Voyager, Dash. Next, all of these. They're wrapped version of these tokens. Decentraland, Axis Infinity, Cody, Binance USD, BNB. They're all declared securities by the SEC. How come you can still... They literally were declared securities in June 2023. You could trade them the whole time. Also, I'm having some fun here. There are 2 questions that Uniswap can't answer. The first question, what is a woman? The second question, why did you delist Hex but still allow trading of all these other SEC targeted coins which the SEC says is security? So, you see, look, they got nothing else. By the way, these other communities, just to let you know, right? If you targeted any single one of these communities, except Soylana, because Soylana's gone up now, you would not have anywhere near this passion, this energy, the vitality of all the community members coming out to defend that. You wouldn't. Because you're not a cult, bro. No one cares. They're actually there for the money. A cult is there even when the coins go down, because they get something out of it. Okay, it's qualitative. They get something there that's non-financial. Now, you might say, that's why you call them a cult, because you're like, that's crazy. How can you do that? What? Your friendships, your bonding, a pattern, whatever it is. It's hard to describe it. That's why it's a cult. That's why cults are unique. You have memes are everywhere. Oh, I can relate the ID. Okay, but when the ID's value goes down, do you stay? If you stay, you're a cult. That means you see something more than just the ID. And if you grow big enough, if there's too many people of a cult, now you have a religion. That's why when I came out and I called out MEXC as well, there's no answer here. There's literally no answer. But yeah, this is how the industry works. But look, friends, what I'm going to do is play some Pikachu in the jungle music, because Soylana will, just like every other asset known to mankind, every other crypto, it will have a downturn, a capitulation. It will go out of favor. It will no longer be the new fast thing. All right? All those paid influencers are going to turn on it. Mark my words. It's going to be on the new thing. Okay? It's going to be on the new thing. Mark my words. They're paid shields, bro. They're all paid shields. Okay? When you're a prostitute, friends, it's a prostitute. She told you she loves you because you handed her 350 quid. That's why, okay? She doesn't love you because, yeah, do you know what I mean? These people, they're just prostitutes, man. That's it. But I know because the way they talk, they use different language. They use metaphors like, oh, this chain shines bright like the sun. Oh, well, I'll never sell this chain. Oh, well, this is like early Bitcoin. Wow. And people believe it, the word. And it's just brainwashing, bro. That's why I was brainwashing, marketing, branding. It is what it is. Okay, but I'll tell you right now, price goes down, they all flee. Remember, it all comes down to Metcalfe's law, friends. You want to understand crypto, you got to understand Metcalfe's law. Metcalfe's law, it describes how much price you go up as more people join your network. And the best part is you go parabolic. So if you increase the number of people in your network by 2, your coin price goes up by 4. If you increase it by 10 times, you get 100x price growth. You get a square of the number of users coming in. That's why the potential is huge. That's also why you make a lot of money if you're in something in the first like 1,000 people and it grows to 100,000 people one day. Wouldn't you like to be in Bitcoin when there was only 10,000 people in there? Now it has 320 million people. 10,000 people was probably around when it was $1. You see? Big ideas. That's Metcalfe's law, yeah. You got to get it in. But, and it slows down, bro. You can't get your infinite growth rate forever. You can't. But it's nice to dream sometimes. $1.49 hex. Dr. Hexologist used 70,000 hex to buy pizza at a launch. He did. He used 70,000 hex. But then at the very, very top, it was crazy. That pizza, friends, that's nuts. That was only 70 hex, I think. Or something. No, that was big. Yeah, it was 70 hex. Because 70 hex times 50 cents, that was $35. From 70,000 hex. That was a very, very good idea for him to do it. It would be interesting for us to track. And yes, we do look at these because you do try to manifest them. And if it's, of course, you're holding a lot of coins, so am I. You want everything to go up. Well, welcome to the party. But I really do think, man, the 4-year cycle's repeating and... we're all gonna make it. We're all gonna make it. That's pretty much what I'm just saying. We're gonna make us like we just go back like everything that needed to appear in the 4-year cycle has appeared. Everything. We had like do you want me to go through it with you just to show you like just every single thing? Let's continue. Okay, so the bear market was meant to have 8 red monthly candles in the year. Okay, that's number 1. Let's check out the bear market. 8. 1. And so we start here, January. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's your 8 red monthly candles. What else? The bottom needed to be marked by the biggest move. FTX. Okay, literally down here. All right, FTX. Then the year after, 2023, is the disbelief rally. What happened? Well, the guy comes out here and says Bitcoin's going to negative prices on Joe Rogan. And then we just started going up. There was no good news. Interest rates were still going up. There was no good news. We just had the flush up. Boop. And no one believed this price, by the way, because it's still 23K. No one cares about 23 or 25K because everyone remembers 60, right? So it doesn't matter they've gone up. There's disbelief, yeah. Then what ends up happening is, I'll change it to the weekly. Then we have the USDC collapsing, okay? But since it's a disbelief rally, we went up anyway. It was truly disbelief. They're like, our biggest corrupt government-backed stablecoin just depegged. How did we rally? What? We just rallied and it came back. Whee! So disbelief. There you go. Okay. What else needs to happen? Well, in 2023, friends, if you remember, I said 2023 would be a year where it was just hope and disbelief rinsing from the Wall Street cheat sheet. So if we go back and we check it, it's kind of funny how literally everything of the 4-year market they needed to repeat, it repeated. This is hope, a recovery is possible, and this is disbelief. This is a sucker's rally. And then you have the disbelief crash. This rally will fail like all the others. It was literally, friends, it goes up, suckers rally, we can recover. No, we're going to fail like all the others. It's just like a circle over and over and over again. Like just those 3. So we go. So first is you start going up, disbelief, it's a bit. Then it goes high enough. You're like, wow, I hope we break the 4-year cycle now and we keep going up. This is actually what happened throughout 2023. And every time it came to that, we're like, oh, I hope we got forever bank. This was BlackRock ETF coming in, and then, oh, I hope we go forever bank. You see, that was hope and disbelief, the washing machine. Then 2024 arrives. Now, 2024 is a year of belief and optimism. It's to give you the spark that big things are possible. It is not the year, though, that you actually make it. No one retires in the Bitcoin halving year, just a few select. I mean, it's 1 out of 100. That's it. Yeah, okay, who won? That's why, friends, people say to me all the time, are you upset you missed Soylana? I go, absolutely not, dude, because I knew it was a 1 out of 100 chance. People in Soylana think I could see it and the puzzles and everything. No, you don't, bro. You fluked it. Look, I'll bet my balls you're not going to get the next bear market recovery coin. You're not going to get it, okay? 1 out of 100 are you going to get it? 1% if you're lucky. So basically in 2029 and in 2027 and 2028, yeah, it's going to be something else. And 1% of people are going to be on it. Just 1%. So we even knew it going on, friends. I had 15 narratives. Each narrative has like 10 coins. There's literally 100 coins you could choose from, plus all the old ones. There's like 500 coins you could choose from. Oh, Soylana. So I knew that, man. I knew that. It's literally like, this is what people don't get. Like, you're at a casino, it landed on 2 on the roulette wheel. You're playing roulette, it landed on 2. And then some lady comes out with a big lollipop and says, hey, are you upset you didn't go all in on the number 2? You're like, bro, I was here last night and 2 didn't come out. I actually bet on 2. It came out 17. Okay? And then, but other people don't get it. They're like, oh, it's 2, the number magic 2. The 2's so magical. I'm going to bet on 2 next week when I come to the casino again. See how silly it sounds to you and me? But that's actually what's happening. That's what's happening. So they think it's their cycle, but it's just their turn. It's kind of funny, right? I won't name names, but there's some big influencer names. You could tell they're Soylana guys, but they're getting paid by PUI. So now they're starting to talk about PUI more, SUI. So their bigger unlocks are coming. Why? Because they've already fulfilled a lot of the money they're going to make. They've already like sold their soy tokens. Like, you know, not all of them, but they've taken a lot of profit out of it. Now they're onto like something new. They're looking for the big rotation thing. It's happening all over again. Okay, so yes, but this is 2024, friends. 2024 is the year, okay? You don't fully make it. No one fully makes it, but it inspires you. Like, you know what? We can make it. We can. Things are happening. And you know what happened during this period of 2024? Donald Trump, assassination attempt, planned twice, dodged it, matrix bullet. You see, that's number 1. Number 2, friends, Donald Trump wins the presidency. You see, so he dodges a bullet, he wins the presidency. We also in 2024, we actually got the Bitcoin ETF and the Ethereum ETF. You see, and what else is more optimistic? You're starting to see Michael Saylor's FOMO. It's like building up to the rest of the world. MicroStrategy enters the stock market index, right? You see how all these things, they're starting to appear, all these backdrops. So and then like another thing, you have AI moving at like record speed, and it's like blowing our minds, all these images. You see, we're not there yet, but you can see it in the future. Like, you just see it over the horizon. That's the Bitcoin halving year. That happened in 2020, by the way, and happened in 2016. I wasn't around for 2016, but I'm sure you could put the pieces of the puzzle together. So you see all the backdrops there. By the way, you also have US government lowering taxes, Bitcoin strategic reserve. And think about this. Donald Trump, the president, he's got his own shitcoin. He's got an altcoin. He bought ChainLink and Aave. Look, bro, think about the effect. Donald Trump's company, to the World Liberty Finance, they didn't buy Bitcoin, bro. They bought ChainLink. They bought Aave. They bought Ethereum. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like he's telling, hey, I'm one of the boys. You see? It's making you aspire for big things in 2025. So that's what's coming next year. Like, that's what everything is lined up for that moment. 4-year cycle. So what would next year look like? Well, I have wave 1 and wave 2. The tubes are coming out. We have a wave 1, and then we have a finish of wave 2. That's what happened every single time, if it repeats again. since I think we're not diminishing hope and it's a believer cycle, I feel like the big one's coming at the end of the year next year. That's what I feel like the big one is. But obviously, look, I hope when we're going up, when we're going up in like March, April, I'm hoping we break the 4-year cycle and then we just have a big wave up. But you all wait there too. That's why I'm telling you, everyone wants a 10 to 15x in that first wave. Okay, well, maybe we don't get it, okay? So every single thing has been working along the way. And yeah, unfortunately, look, this is the price we pay, man. Bitcoin goes up for 3 years and then it drops in the bear market, all right? Altcoins go down for 3 years and then they spike to Alpha Centauri in their year up, okay? That's what's been happening every single time. So is this time going to be different? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm playing the whole cycle. I'm going to play it all out. Just wait for it. I'm just going to enjoy it. That's pretty much it. I know it's not enjoyable for you right now, but I mean, look, friends, look, you just want to go back, man. Like, let's look at the weekly candle of January 2021. Look at this. Look how we started January, friends, in 2021, man. We just start with a big flush up. The first 14 days of January, look at these, friends. Like, it just smacks up, bang. Just Bitcoin has a big smack up, 23%. You see, if you go back to 2017 as well, 2017, January. What does Bitcoin do at the start? Okay, Bitcoin actually had been running up into the end of December, 27%, and then it corrects. Okay, you never know. Well, let's go where we are right now. You never know, man. Maybe January ticks over, we do another like 23% move to 119K, come back down to 95K. I know. Look, everything seems to be repeating. Is anything going to change? Until the government 4-year debt rollover cycle changes, we have no reason to believe otherwise. Like, subscribe, bell button, or catch you in the next one.